Hey everybody, it's great. After COVID, seeing people having conversations in person, priceless. It's just absolutely priceless. Anyway, hi, I'm Richard Barretto, Director of Information Security at Progress Software. I'm going to be talking about the future work and how it trusts zero. I know it's a little bit play on the zero trust, but So just a little bit about myself. I've been at Progress for just about a year. I have 20 plus years in the industry. I've worked in healthcare, finance, technology, and startups. Previously, before Progress, I was at Cimpress. Connor, we used to work together, and it was a good time. Just a little bit about Progress Software, if you guys are not familiar. Progress Software has actually been around for 30 plus years. They started off in database technology, but we've been growing through mergers and acquisitions. Our two recent acquisitions was Chef.io, pioneering the DevOps space. And then just a few weeks ago, we announced our acquisition of Chem Technologies, if you're familiar. They play in the application experience and digital experience space. Some other products is MoveIt and Sitefinity. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but as you can see from the PowerPoint, we've been doing business, and we're a publicly traded company, and we're going to continue to grow, which is kind of falls into the strategy of future work. These are just some of the logos for some of our customers. We're not shy to any vertical. Because we're mainly developing development tools, DevSecOps solutions and stuff, we provide solutions for technology, technology companies, healthcare, finance. One of our recent, we'll call it wins, as Sitefinity is one of our products to help the World Health Organization during the COVID, to update their web service and manage their content. So yeah, these are some of our customers, and I'm very proud. So some of you guys may already know this model. There's, how do we run security? It is definitely a shared responsibility. I am not the person who's pushing the buttons. I'm not the one who's coming with the architectures. I can only influence and provide advisory. But at the end of the day, it's really a lot of groups in our organization. It's developers and product engineering, legal from a privacy perspective, but it's throughout the organization. If we don't have a shared responsibility model, security could never really be as good as we like it to be. I have a small team, so I have team members here there's a team of me right now. Here in North America, South America, I got 2 interns working out of Dominican Republic, and in Europe, I have a team of 2 out in Bulgaria, and hopefully the team will grow. Like I said, without security advocates and within the organization, we couldn't run security. Very simple. I try to keep it simple. When I came on to Progress, the thing that we needed the most is to provide scalable, self-service solutions that provided and enabled our teams to be more secure. Self-service, right, pretty straightforward. Some of the services that we provide is log management, secrets management, which I'll talk a little bit about, of course. We're also monitoring the attack surface, continuous cloud monitoring, and things like that. Scale, because we're also going through tons of mergers and acquisitions, I need to be able to assure that our organization scales and has a solution that can scale with the organization. It's very tough when you have, and I'll talk more about it in a few slides, is when you have secrets distributed everywhere. And then, at least the last but the most probably important is take security engineering away from the teams. Let them focus on their core business, their core service to the organization and value. If I can take that away from them, that means they don't have the overhead of managing a secret system or integrations or things like that. If I can provide a simple solution that allows them to do that, I've definitely made some progress. And so the future work, especially in a COVID environment, my risk has changed. It's no longer behind the four walls, because if we're behind, on the corporate network, I have different threats, right? My threats are now more focused on individuals versus networks, right? More phishing attacks, more brute force attacks. And secrets management, I'll talk more about it, is how does that fit in the future of work? Well, some of the things, the zero trust model, Chase talked about that, great talk. We got to be a cloud-first technology, right? Reduce the overhead, easy, simple solutions to integrate, right? Very, very short cycles for integration and getting people up and running. Providing central security services is also part of our strategy, because we're in mergers and acquisitions. If they can adopt best-in-class solutions, best-in-class products, it's a big win for us. Tech consolidation and modernizing security tooling, I think that's pretty straightforward. So secrets really matters for us in two ways. There's the machine-to-machine, so if you're in a CI/CD, if you're working with APIs, that's what machine scenario did for us. And then there's always the human-to-machine scenario, which I think Ori just showed, especially during the secure remote access, is how do you provide a secure service, a secure capability, so that, especially people working from home, you have some comfort, right? That, from a CISO's perspective or a security leader's perspective, how do you get comfortability around that? So this is a very tough problem, right, in a DevOps world. And the reason why I just want to show secrets management is just one part. So making it simple, making it easy to consume. But if you look at it, secure this, secure this, the CI/CD pipeline. That's reliant on secrets management, right? Same thing with automated security testing. So I just wanted to bring this, that you got to make secrets management as part of like your normal hygiene, right? If you don't, and like most attackers will do, the first thing they'll go for is look for escalation privilege, right? And what are they going to look for? Passwords, tokens, things like that to attack. So this is the before, this is still prevalent in a lot of organizations, right? We have secrets in source code repos, right? They're hard-coded. You also have in the cloud, right? Whether if it's on AWS, Google, Azure, then you also have open source key systems, which a lot of our organizations, because we're also integrating startups and even what we call it, legacy organizations, they had their systems and their secrets everywhere. And then as well, it still happens today. It's still on a sticky somewhere, not necessarily on their wall, but digitally within their computer, right? So this is a problem, because now, especially when you're working from home, I'm an attacker. I have access. I could potentially have access to these keys. I don't have visibility because it's all distributed. And not only that, now I can set a minimum standard across the organization, which now gives me more comfort as a security leader to ensure that I'm minimizing the risks around authentication attacks. Right? I talked about this, right? Secrets are just scattered everywhere. It scares me, because there's also the not knowing what you don't know. And it's a good exercise to start challenging our engineers and developers where those secrets live. Now, there's good open source solutions out there that can actually go and sniff for those secrets in source code and files and things like that. But you have to understand, kind of like asset management, like with any risk management program, you have to understand your inventory. And that's why it's good to understand where your secrets live. Then, because secrets is also a very vital part of how things operate, if a system or a secrets management solution goes offline, that's an impact to the business, right? Business doesn't really care so much about, hey, the secrets system is down. They do, don't get me wrong, but they're more concerned about what's the impact to the business and to our customers. And so having a highly available service provides this, this capability, in which Achilles does, and you'll see in a bit. And then also, when I came on board, we were using open source solutions. Everyone knows that it's not constantly maintained, it's not always invested, But if you enable it, if you enable a self-service and take away security away from teams, it helps reduce, reduce the dependency on teams to do that. But again, you can't scale, so no multi-tenancy. It's not a self-service. There's an integration portion to it, just long cycles, and it's just, again, just trying to make it easier for our engineers. So the future. We centralize with the keyless, right? Great thing is that I don't have to deal with like 2 or 3 clusters of vault systems, right? It's a SaaS solution, right? I think they're the very first, one of the very first to put this out there. Now I have coverage from a global organization, especially our Progress. We're a SaaS service in some of our products. And so now the secrets have to be able to be resilient as well as a service. And so this completely aligned with our strategy as an organization to provide these things. So it provides, let me go back. Yeah, it provides self-service. It's an edge key service, so I don't have infrastructure that I have to maintain. That means I don't have to hire engineers to maintain this or have my current engineers and take them away from stuff that's adding value to the organization. The nice thing about a keyless is that like a lot of organizations that's growing through mergers and acquisitions, you're going to have different CI/CD pipelines. You're going to have different repos. And so now we have a solution that can actually glue all that together. And then because it scales out of the box, it all adds up, right? So then when you look at the total cost of ownership, kid you not, a keyless was significantly lower than the solutions that we looked at. And when you look at even just the hard cost, you're like, yeah, this just makes sense. It also fits in line when I talked about working remotely with our Zero Trust initiative. Because now everyone's working remotely, we're now looking at every individual, every system as a hostile attacker or a hostile system. So having a secrets management solution fits into that, right? So with ephemeral, just-in-time access, if someone did pop that, that token or that password, I have some level of comfort that I know that the access is only going to live so long. And so, just quick summary. So this was basically our journey into a keyless. But I would say, if you're looking at embarking this journey of secrets management, just enable teams, show them the value, how you're taking security away from them, making it easy, right? Find a team to be the raving fans in your organization, and I kid you not, adoption will skyrocket. Start very small, right? Don't try to boil the ocean. If you start small, take iterative steps, you'll definitely see the benefits. And if you get to know, then you kiss. Keep it simple and scalable. All right, thank you very much, and hope you enjoyed the talk.